The flight attendant's voice echoed across the first-class cabin. "Sir, you do not belong here. Please move to the back where your kind sits." All eyes turned to the man in the faded janitor uniform, his little daughter gripping his hand, tears welling up. Passengers whispered and judged, until the pilot stepped out, saw the tattoo on the father's wrist, and his face turned pale. "My God, is that you?" What happened next left the entire aircraft speechless. Ethan Cole never cared much for luxury, but today wasn't about him. It was about making his daughter, Lily, feel special. A single father and a school janitor, Ethan had spent months saving for this one flight. Lily, only 7, was traveling with him to attend a national art competition where a drawing of My Hero Dad was selected. The organization sponsoring the competition had gifted Ethan 2 first-class tickets, a rare kindness he never asked for. Ethan arrived early, still in his janitor uniform because he owned nothing else good enough. His shoes were worn, his hands rough and calloused from years of scrubbing school floors. But Lily's excitement made him forget what he lacked. "Daddy, are these seats really ours?" Lily squealed as she settled into the first-class chair 3 times her size. Ethan smiled softly. "Yes, sweet pea. Today, we're flying like royalty." But the warm moment shattered when Sandra, a sharply dressed flight attendant, approached them with a frown that could slice through steel. "Sir, first-class passengers will be boarding soon," she said curtly. We have first-class tickets," Ethan replied with an awkward smile, handing them over. She eyed him from head to toe with thinly masked disgust, the greasy uniform, the budget backpack, the lunchbox Lily carried. "These must be mistakenly issued," she insisted, not even checking the seats. "People like you don't book first class. Please move to economy before the real passengers arrive." Lily's smile faded. Ethan swallowed hard, already used to being judged, but he would take any disrespect over letting his daughter face humiliation. "Ma'am, please." "My daughter, that's final," the attendant snapped. "Move. Now." Passengers began turning, whispering, "Why is a janitor up here? He probably snuck in. Disgusting." Ethan forced a smile for Lily's sake. "It's okay, Lily. We'll sit anywhere as long as we're together." He picked up their bags, heart heavy, but as they walked toward economy, a sudden turbulence of voices erupted. A boy from Lily's school, Ryan, son of a wealthy businessman, mocked loudly, "Guess first class kicked the garbage man out." His friends laughed. Lily's face turned red with embarrassment. Ethan clenched his jaw, fighting the urge to defend himself, but he whispered instead, "Keep walking, sweetheart. Sometimes silence is the strongest reply." They found 2 cramped seats at the back. Ethan gave Lily his window seat to ease her disappointment. She tried to smile, but her wet eyes betrayed her pain. Ethan stared at his scarred hands. "Maybe I shouldn't have tried to give her more than I deserved." He rubbed his wrist, where an old, faded tattoo of a trident marked a past he never spoke about. "Not anymore." Just before takeoff, the cabin doors reopened. A man in uniform entered, the pilot, Captain Daniel Hayes. A tall figure with calm eyes sharpened by years of service. He walked down the aisle, greeting passengers warmly, until something caught his attention. Ethan, and that unmistakable tattoo on his wrist, the Navy SEAL trident. The pilot froze mid-step. His breath hitched, his eyes widened in disbelief. He stepped closer, voice trembling. "Cole. Ethan Cole. Is that really you?" Passengers nearby turned, confused. Ethan looked up, startled. Recognition slowly dawned. "Dan." Captain Hayes removed his cap, shock melting into emotion. "You saved my life," he said, loud enough for the surrounding passengers to hear. "In Kandahar. You pulled me out when the blast hit us. I thought you were gone." Gasps spread through the cabin. The flight attendant's face drained of color. Captain Hayes turned to her, his voice firm. "This man is a decorated Navy SEAL veteran. He earned more than a first-class seat. He earned this country's respect." He turned back to Ethan, voice softening. "What are you doing back here?" Ethan hesitated, glancing at Lily. "Just being a dad." Captain Hayes swallowed hard. He saw Lily, still looking embarrassed, clutching her crayon box. "No. Not like this." The pilot gently took Lily's backpack and smiled. "Princess, how would you and your hero dad like to sit in the cockpit for takeoff?" Lily gasped. "Daddy, really?" Ethan blinked as emotion tightened his throat. All he could do was nod. The pilot faced the entire cabin, voice steady and commanding. "Let it be known, no one is ever too low class to deserve respect. Especially not the people who served." Passengers who mocked Ethan earlier lowered their heads in shame. The same flight attendant who had humiliated him now bowing her head, whispering, I'm so sorry, sir. Ethan didn't gloat. He simply said, treat everyone with kindness. You never know their story. He and Lily walked back to first class. This time, with applause echoing through the plane, Lily whispered, Daddy, you're a hero. Ethan kissed her forehead. No, Lily. I'm just your dad. That's the only title I'm proud of.